Howdy to all the peeps and peoples out there. We're back here on the backside of this last power line. We're at the total end of the property. We're at the
that's
north.
a house.
Yeah, and there's a house down there. And there's a golf cart hiking trail right down there below where I'm cutting here. And there is people hiking, there's people jogging, there's golf carts coming through, and you name it right down there. And I'm trying to shovel this section out, this little clustered up section out up here. I end up getting on a daggone crib and almost turning Brutus over, it felt like. It was bad. It don't look bad, but it felt bad. And I rode over that stick road down over the hill on me. But we got the Brutusing done down in this hole, down this valley where I touched these trees off with a chainsaw the other day, and I'm shoveling them out this valley down here. There's a steeper laying ground there on the side there. It was sandy steep. And here's a spot where there's a tree leaning over the power line, and I cannot get the skidder to stick on the hillside. It keeps the rear end comes off the ground, and can't get the tires to bite traction. But finally I do get it wallered up there, and we cut this poplar tree, this big poplar tree, off this big humming power line. And that was stressful. But we got her down. Everything went good, kosher. But I'm a little rusty on the skidder. I get to walling around this aggravating hillside trying to get this tree down off here without it ending up in my lap here. And once we get it down there, skid it out to Stevie, and then we start heading to the other end. And the other end, which is the next video coming up, that is a whole nother ball of wax. It's like we're jump out of the grease pan and into the fire there. So let's get into it and see what happens. I hope everybody enjoys it. Got some vision with Mikey, and I think he did a vision with the captain. So I think Nutsy had a pretty good time up here. Him and Stevie went fishing together. He said he's gonna go stop and see Harmless on his way back home. Nutsy's just a heck of a guy, that's all there is to it. His channel's Nuts319. He's got some pretty good videos too. Today's Sunday, and everybody's just tickled to work Sunday, but the weather's put us into this. And I'm feeling pretty laid back. I'm tired mostly. I hit my head the other day. My head was killing me. It's a little better now. Roger, I will peel the blade right off the front of that thing. This skidder there today, me and Roger, we've been rained out, but we did have a fairly productive week last week on maintenance. We did Big Mama's boom cylinders. Me and Roger worked on this thing had a chafing issue in a wiring harness. Okay, anybody out there running a John Deere, through this center section, they got 4 wires on the ground for the fuel sending unit for your fuel level in the fuel tank behind the cab, and a reverse alarm out the back wire. Yeah, one of you skidder guys taking Stevie. He can't go down in the truck. Truck's gonna be here forever. Skidder guys. Roger. Stop and get Stevie. Broke my chain of thought. Good times. That's how Okay, let me talk just a second. Well, I'm getting organized to go this morning. I want to mention just a second. Okay. A few of you've been getting on me, you know, like, you're getting lazy, you need to hand cut and this stuff and that, and you're right. And I'll tell you how I'll go through phases. Logger Wade does. I'm going to tell you a thing about me. I go through phases. I go from one obsession to another. In a Logger Wade boneheaded design quest to conquer different jobs. As I learn them, once I feel I've accomplished what I'm after, I back up, I get in a relaxed state, and I go back to normal. And what I've been doing over the past 2 years is a Brutus obsession. Trying to get it up to power, trying to learn how to run it, trying to get it restored basically to useful use, and that sort of mess. Well, Puddin goes to the wayside. Puddin gets in rough shape. You know, it ain't I'm too lazy to cut. It's the fact that I've been obsessed with this other obsession. Now, Brutus is starting to get to where he's pretty predictable. Things are going pretty smooth with Brutus. So I feel okay with Brutus now. So now, what I'm going to do is go back to center. I got my saw, my gas back on the buncher. On these scattered trees, these oddball push trees at times, economically, a lot of times they're the most economical to deal with a dual arch grapple skidder with a push bar in the back and a guy loose with a chainsaw on 6-foot tires where he can buzz around the job and get things done. You see what I mean? Time can't be replaced, you know, and you only got so much of it, and we're all getting older. Everybody watching this is getting older. So this concept's a good platform, and to have an extra skidder on a job that I could jump on and be mobile, that's a big deal. But I ain't been taking advantage of that situation, even though in the back of my mind I know it's the best, because my concern has been, all right, is Brutus going to blow a hose today? Is Brutus going to do this? Is Brutus going to do that? Am I going to be able to stay in front of the guys doing this? Is that, you know what I mean? So that pushes me into these weird situations and pulled fiber that you all rightfully hound me for, that I don't hide, because I'm confident in my abilities. It ain't, I might set my standards a little low, but I mean, I'm confident in my abilities. I don't care to share that with everybody, you know, and I don't care to take the pounding that y'all give me for it, because that pounding that you all give me
teaches me to be a better logger. So that's how my attitude, that's why my attitude is fine on people that hammers me on stuff, because I'm paying attention. Whether you're hammering on me or giving me constructive criticism, either one don't matter. I'm listening, even when somebody's hammering on me now, and it offends me, pisses me off. I still read every word you say and I think about it, because it's a guy telling me something, unless you're just an idiot. But that's somebody telling me something that, you know, that's actually legitimate. You don't care about my feelings, don't care about, you know, being all warm and fuzzy. All they care about is getting their point across because I'm making a mistake in their eyes. And I love it. That's good, useful information, you know. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Go on through, people. We're down there. That's the neighbor. That's a house. All right, hang on, let me put you over here. We're gonna smash somebody's house. I'm gonna try to YouTube it. All right, what we're doing here is I'm trying to, that all way I'm looking down right there, I'm trying to shovel these trees out of here, because this ground don't lay very good. It don't look it on camera, and it's not real steep through here, but it is too steep for a rubber tired skidder. It's too steep to get up here and skid it out without just turning the ground into, you know, cutting a bench and making it a mess. So I'm trying to shovel this wood out. You know, Brutus don't have a long stroke. He's not the best shoveling machine there ever was, but it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? And this should be my last tree I got to cut up here. And I cut a few before I turned the camera on. I screwed up. I did not see this poplar tree. Oh, what a mess. I did not see that tree from where I was sitting. My cab, that tree blinded me. And I pushed this tree right into it. I'm gonna tell you, this mechanical cutting, it's good, but there's a few things about it, you know, you gotta it don't pay off to get in a hurry, because if you miss something, you can make a bigger, it's just like when we all learned how to grapple skid. You remember when we all went from cable skidders to grapple skidders, you remember, you know, we could not, with a cable skidder, you could be green or make a mistake, and it's a smaller mistake. When you make a mistake with a grapple skidder, it's a lot bigger mistake. Well, it's the same way at Brutus. It's even, you can make bigger mistakes when you can with a chainsaw if you make a mistake. But if you don't, but once you get used to it, you make a lot less mistakes too. So I don't know. It's just, there's gives and takes. And I fall off this piece. I'm about to turn the son of a bucking machine over. It don't look it from. The cab was a flopping over, and I just shoved a saw in the dirt. Now I want to break this footage out here in a second, and I'll show y'all what I did. I want y'all to look where the track marks started and where the track marks ended up. I moved over the hill about 4 or 5 feet there pretty quick.
rod. Caught that daggone thing rolling over the hill on me. I went to go over. It's the thing about a track machine, especially a track machine as tall as Brutus. You go over something that's round and you cut the limbs off, it just takes out the log. You drive up on a log, well, what's going to happen when you get up on top of it? Roll, she goes. That scared me now. Because I had my cab tilted when it hit the ground, man. It felt, from the seat, it felt like I was going. I crawled up here and grabbed this tree I cut the other day, over a week ago. I don't know how. Alright, this is cutting it last week. It's supposed to go straight where my hat is up over that bank, because this was it don't look steep where the camera's setting, but it's a bad laying spot. And I couldn't quite reach it from the bottom, so I'm trying to drop it up over the top of the hill. Watch it almost go, then stop, break off, and go the wrong way. Here, and it's not the most steepest ground there is, but it's pretty steep, and with the sandy soil, I just barely did have enough. Come on. I just barely did have enough. Oh, come on. Son of a biscuit. Wonder if I can pick a line. Oh, I hate doing it like this. On a steep hillside, I'm going through treetops, trying to pick a different line than what I come up the hill on. By judging from the leaves of the trees down below, it's a good line for forestry, but I don't know if it's a good line for landscape or for the geography. Oh my gosh. Hang on, I gotta straighten this ground up. I've fluffed this around here. Try to back out your way here. You gotta watch getting sideways on a hill with one of these. When you do start cutting in the dirt, if it's softer dirt like I'm in. This hill. It's working it. It's gonna work. Problem left is going to be getting around that chicken pen down there. I'm skinning up that elm tree, but I don't give a crap about that either. It probably needed whack down that elm bed. Now, where's that chicken pen? Alright, I'm on the right side of the chicken pen. I'm going to let her go here in a second. The thing about this shoveling on the hillside, you got to watch and not pull it. There it goes. But it's not bad, and I can run now, slide out the bottom. I ain't worried about it. But we're gonna rock over this tree here in a minute. I'm gonna have to choose a line. Okay. See, you getting these.
Just grabbing your clamp, Roger. I'm behind you. Yeah, put the winch in, just grab it flat. I can push you.
Roger gets nervous when he's working with somebody like that, especially a Big Daddy. Roger's a good man. He gets around Big Daddy, gets nervous. Come on. Come on, Bruce. Well, we're down the hill. Okay, this thing is not an illusion. This sycamore is almost to the height of the camera. Now, sycamore is a cheaper wood, and it goes in long sections. Now, I'm taking a cocky stab at this, but I have a feeling there's a drastic grade change right here. So I'm going to cut this off right here cheap. Now, I wouldn't do this if this is white oak, red oak, maple, or something like that, but it being sycamore, yeah, it's happening. Now let's spin you all around here. This was our ash tree tree we drug down behind us. Look at the hillside. The hillside looks beautiful. Well, now you can see some of the steepness of the hillside. Now, let me pull this helm down. Something I want to show you guys. Me and Stevie cutting this area, and there's a little chinkapin white oak everywhere. Everything went good, but somehow we brushed this one with the top and busted it over. That shouldn't be left alone. That should be coppiced off right there, and that elm should be cut out of its way so it can grow back good. And it'll send shoots right up out of the stump. Now I want y'all to bear in mind something. Down here, we're right down here on the, it's not flat, but it's pretty flat. It's kind of running downhill. Where's Roger's back, and that's going down into a hole down there where Big Daddy's skidding up out of. But now when I make this turn to go up on this hill, it don't look like it on camera, it never does. But I'm climbing one heck of a little hill for a skidder to climb. Now the front tires are loaded, them brand new tires, and skidder climbs pretty good. But it is sandy. And I get up on this hill and I finally spin out. Now it looks like I give up too soon, but those of you that's never worked in sand before, you gotta realize when you get up there in sand like this and you slip just a little bit, you're going straight down. You're not going anywhere. So I didn't want to make spin spots on the soil, you know, so I just went ahead and back out because I knew it was just gonna get steeper and steeper as I climbed. So if it didn't make it here, it wasn't gonna make it, period. See, I just slipped a little bit there. But I finally get out here in a power line, and it's sidling. It's real sidling and aggravating out here. But I finally do get my. I'm trying to trick my skidder into being uphill far enough. It just don't want to climb. Now out here in a power line, I'm watering these bushes down and stuff like that, but they don't care on the power line as long as I'm chewing up the soil, you know. And I'm moving around enough to where I'm not chewing up the soil. But I'm trying to trick my skidder into being up in the air far enough to roll downhill basically and get to the tree I'm trying to push. But I cannot find anywhere to climb on this hill to get up on it where I need to be. So, anyways, and then after I get the tree cut, I'm not going to get back there and talk again, but after I get the tree cut, you'll see me wallering on that hillside trying to get that tree down over the hill. Just kind of bear with me that the skidder's on wood, and that wood's hard on tires when you're spinning like I have been. But I'm trying to get this tree after I get it cut, wallered down over the hill and stuff like that, and I can't quite get it. This lays like crap. I got wood in these tires in this skidder, so I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna get out this hillside. Let me drop my blade down a little. See if I can get. Yeah, my back end's coming off the ground now. Daggone it. Let me climb up there and then just slide down on top of it then. And see what I can do up here. Aggravating. There's a town down there. Come on. God dang it, Skidder, go. Son of a fuck, I can't get my skidder pointed the way I want it to. Now, if I don't slide over the hill or turn over, I think I might be able to get myself down there. I'm already starting to miss the tree. I can't slide over the hill anymore and make it. Woo, there goes the ass in. Come on, baby. Just work with me a little bit. Oh, that's feeling a little bit better. Oh yeah, it's feeling a little bit better. But now I'm totally broadside. But it ain't leaning too bad right here. Oh man, we made it. Now all this stuff we wallered down don't matter. They're gonna mow it all anyways. They're under the power line. That's why I'm in here wallering around. They don't care. I just don't need to spin up their soil too bad. All right, I got one shot at this. And I think I'm about there. This ain't nothing with Brutus, this is an act.
Way, Roger. Yeah. Okay. You're clear away.
This ain't nothing with Brutus, it's an act of Congress with this thing.
was going back and it was cracking.
Okay, so right here, the tree would not fit down through here. The top was just too big. I tried to miss it best I can, but it did get this chinkapin white oak. So here's the thing, it's dangerous taking down a tree like this. You get popped in the mouth, lose teeth, break bones, whatever. But here's the thing, if I don't want this tree to die, I have to coppice it off down low. So I have to get this dangerous crap down and then get myself to coppice it. I think it's no more than 6 inches. I gotta get this cut, I gotta get a smooth cut down on the ground, no more than 6 inches off the ground to get shoots out of it so this tree don't die. And with all the side pressures and stuff, a guy's gotta be very careful not to get popped in the mouth or knocked out or whatever. So I'm being a little jumpy, jittery. On the hill, which I should because the front tires are loaded. But I think I spoke too soon. Oh, come on. Be a little rusty here. Well,
plus the wet spot for Roger. So anyhow, Steve, if you don't mind, help him retie that guy. He ain't got that slip. Yeah, waiting on a grinder. Hard on skinners, hard on tires. This type of logging is just hard on equipment. Come on. See what happens? This was uncovered and the rain got us. So it turned into a muddy mess. Now we'll go into new ground here in a little bit with Brutus and you'll see the ground's perfect. And the leaves up in them trees is sucking moisture out of the ground really helps out. But when you get a bunch of, when you disturb this ground is soft, soft, soft. It's sandy. Now it's wet. Sandy and wet don't mix good. Now sandy drains water quick, but when you got an issue like we got right now where the rain come and saturate loose ground, well then we're just screwed. To the bottom end. I didn't record any of it, but I finally got down to the bottom end. Things are starting to look up. The ground's starting to lay a little better. The trees are still huge, but the ground's starting to lay better. As long as the ground's laying better, it just, bad laying ground and huge trees together sucks. You can deal with one or the other, but both of them sucks. You know, you got big old sows sitting on flattish ground, that ain't no problem. When you got big old cells on a mountain, on a sand mountain, sandcastle, that's when it turns into a little bit of an issue. But I'm ready to do more cutting. I'm ready to do more hand cutting, get back in shape a little more, and continue on, get putting back whipped into shape. Man, I've slumped. I noticed the other day when I got on that hillside, I was tired when I got done. I was like, daggone it. Hillside's gonna be whooping on me like that. So, we'll see. We'll see where I end up. Thanks everybody for watching. Leave me all the buttons, not yada yada, and the ding dong, and the, you know, all the little get-gets. Thank you. Later. Later. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit the buttons and leave me likes, comments, stuff. Let me know what's up. And to anybody's wanting logger weight gear, go to loggerweight.com and help yourself at the shop there. And we got all that good mess to take care of it. And mostly just want to say thanks, everybody. Hope everybody has a good one later on.